Is Westport Fuel Systems stock a buy? What of Global Battery Metals and ELCR stock? We'll begin with Westport Fuel Systems. As you can clearly see here in the pre-market, or rather the post-market of today, the 8th of February 2021, it's already up to $12.45. And we have this piece that came from Seeking Alpha. It says Westport soars on Amazon orders as Amazon orders natural gas engines for US truck fleet. Post market, it was up 54.8%. Reports came from Reuters that Amazon had ordered 1,000 truck engines to run on compressed natural gas in an effort to shift its fleet away from the heavier polluting trucks. The engines supplied by a joint venture between Westport and Cummins are for heavy-duty trucks that run from warehouses to distribution centers and can run on both renewable and non-renewable natural gas, according to the report. Westport shares already had more than quadrupled since November presidential election, which sparked interest in clean energy tech. So we can see that it's doing a lot. Apart from the natural gas, it's also doing a lot in hydrogen injection. You can see this piece written over here. Westport Systems cooperate with truck and bus manufacturer Scania in a direct injected hydrogen engine research project. So that is different from hydrogen fuel cells. This is, and this is by far more realistic. Much more in between the fossil fuel engines or the hydrocarbon engines and the electric fuel cell or battery powered engines. So to a great extent, this, a lot of market participants, especially the ones that have the financial power, might see Westport Fuel Systems as by far much more realistic, because their product is not a huge step away from what we are dealing right now. So Westport appears to be correcting within a longer term bullish trend, although its MACD is presently below the signal line. Shares remain 223% above an upward sloping 200-day moving average. It is outperforming the S&P 500 index. Momentum for Westport is strongly bullish. The 14-period stochastic oscillators above 80, the level which many analysts call overbought. This means that investors are actively purchasing shares and driving the price higher. The unbalanced volume indicator is bullish. The slope of the indicator is positive and suggests that buyers are presently more active than sellers. The Bollinger Bands are presently wider than usual as a result of greater than normal volatility that accompanied the recent price move. Events such as this may precede a pause or reversal in the near-term trend. And has a market cap of $1.2 billion. 18% of the stocks are held by institutions. About 1.7% are sold short. So in the coming days, there's a good chance that the short interest may also increase. But we are looking at the live session here. This is in the pre-market. It's up 46.94%. So that news definitely was behind this move in the pre-market and the post-market session. So is the stock a buy? I'm thinking, in as much as the stock has zoomed off, for many participants, including us, this is very new. We're just coming to know about Westport, but at the same time, we haven't done any analysis on the cursory look at it. Yes, I could say it is a buy, even though it is escaping all of its trend lines and its news gone and all that stuff. It's definitely a buy, but just hold on. Just in the coming days, see how this news is digested to see if you can jump in. If after 2-3 sessions and it's not cooling down, by all means, just go in with a small amount of money, not a lot, and go on from there. So let's see if the news can be digested, and we will see if it's let it digest and cool down a bit before you jump in. Even if it means you're going to jump in at a higher price, but there's a good chance that the stock may not come back to this single digits we're looking at right now. So it's from double digits from hence, so it is definitely a buy, no doubt about that, but I wouldn't say that you can jump in right now that it is really hot. But I'm tempted to also say disregard the news, disregard the volatility, just jump in right away because it's not coming back, but it's still, you still have to be cautious and just hold on a bit. Everything is, the stock has everything for going for it, but you still have to be cautious and don't jump in when it's hot. So let's see whether we can go on and have a look at global battery metals. We have not been we were only made aware of this stock by some of the viewers on our channel. We thank them very much for bringing global battery metals to our attention, and they are citing and saying that people are selling American battery metals and buying it. So we'll see how it goes. So yeah, it's up now. Global battery metals. It's currently the last session of the 5th of February. It closed at $0.75, and yes, it has a market cap of $41.2 million, 42.90 million shares outstanding. We don't have any figures on the short interest and stuff like that. So global battery metals appears to be in a strong bullish trend. Its 200-day moving average is upward sloping, and the MACD histogram is above zero. It is outperforming the S&P 500 according to a comparative relative strength analysis. Momentum for global battery metals is strongly bullish. The 14-period slow stochastic oscillator is above 80, the level which many analysts call overbought, no doubt about that. You can see it's right in the overbought territory of this relative strength index. This means that investors have been actively purchasing shares and driving the price higher. The unbalanced volume indicator is bullish. The slope of the indicator is positive and suggests that buyers are presently more active than sellers. So easily I would say yes, the stock is a buy, but at the same time as well, it is trading so far away from its short-term trend lines, and I'm sure that it is also trading at tail risk territory as well. But given its price, just take the risk. Don't put a lot of money in there as well, and see how it goes. Another thing that is also of interest, that is that's enticing and about global battery metals. You can see its market cap is still $41.2 million. And I know it's a relatively small float, compared to some of the other ones, including ABML, I believe. They have I don't exactly have the shares outstanding for American battery metals, but relative to all the renewable energy and green stocks, this is very small, 42.9 million shares. So market participants might be looking at this and looking at all the other fundamental figures, especially this market cap of $41.2 million, and they're saying this is cheap, I better jump in, and that's amongst other things. It's also doing its best in the battery space. It's drilling in one of its properties already and all that stuff. So yes, I can see why people are selling their positions in American battery metals and buying this, because it is cheaper, and they might be able to buy more and if it gets to where American Battery Metals is today, they make more money. So why not? I mean, I see no reason why. And people wouldn't be selling their positions, So, but I wouldn't. We have a position in American Battery Metals, but I think what we're going to do is also buy some of the global battery metals and move on. So if you can't wait for it to pull back, or anything like that, and just it's currently at 75 cents. By all means, put small change there, and it's if you lose all of that, you're still not gonna lose a world of. You're still gonna continue. Your life will. You're not gonna go bankrupt for sure. So it's small amount of money. See how it goes. Okay, so let's see if we can move on and look at ELCR, electric car company Inc. So electric car company Inc. is quite an interesting stock. People have just been interested in it, but it came to attention by one of the viewers on our channel as well. It has a market cap of $19.8 million, 6.861 billion shares outstanding. You see what I'm saying? When I was referring to the shares outstanding for the global battery metals. So this company was involved in all sort of things, but it seems it's pivoting towards electric battery metals and electric vehicles and all that stuff. So you have to be cautious, and you see in the description box below a link to a piece written on Investor Place, where you can read more about electric car company Inc. And it appears to be correcting within a longer term bullish trend, no doubt about that. Yes, see, it's no doubt about that. Although its MACD is presently below the signal line, shares remain 656.4% above an upward sloping 200-day moving average. It is outperforming the S&P 500. Momentum for electric car Inc. Yes, electric car company ELCR, as measured by 14-period slow stochastic oscillator, is waning. This means that investors are less aggressive in their recent purchases and may even be taking profits from positions, but at lower prices. So yes, the momentum is has dipped over, has almost run its course. It was very high before, so you can see this price of change is right at 262.5. So the unbalanced volume indicator is bullish, the slope of the indicator is positive, and suggests that buyers are presently more active than sellers. So simply because of the fact that it is dirt cheap, just put a small change there and see how it goes. But according to the piece you see in the description box below, there isn't very much known about electric car company other than it just has this name, and a lot of people are trying to get us all involved in it. And by all means, the more we get involved, the likely the share price and its market cap increases, and the likely they are going to come out and address what's going on with the company, and ultimately raise funds and go on to do what is expected and what is desired. So if you want to jump in there, this is not even trading up, it's trading in dimes, not even up to a cent at the moment. So close your eyes blindly and put $10, nothing more than $100, as I've always been saying. Just call it $10, $20, $30 there and see what's going to come out of it. Okay, so if you're new to this channel, subscribe, like, and share. If you're already a subscriber, thank you very much for watching this channel and pushing the subscriber count beyond 1,000. Let's keep subscribing and let's get a count up to 10,000. Thank you very much.